Hello everyone, I'm Sebastian.
And I'm Evie.
And we make travel videos. And today we wanted to talk about our first impression in
Rome, Italy.
So our first impression isn't going to be too long because we kind of got during the day. So we didn't get to see too much, we didn't get to do too much. But we got there during pretty much the evening hours.
When we got out from the plane, it was almost a sunset because we were in February, so the days were shorter.
But the weather was very good.
Yeah, it was warm.
But here in Krakow we had pretty cold days. And like you said, we got out of the plane and it was pretty warm.
But it was a little bit humid, however, it was in a good way.
And the first thing that we said is it kind of reminded us of Chicago.
Yeah.
It was kind of that kind of climate, a little bit humid, but kind of warm, somewhere in the middle, very comfortable for us. And now, how did we get from the airport to the city center?
So we took firstly a bus and then metro.
Like you said, the first thing we did was the bus. And we had to get from the airport to the closest metro station and go into the city center. And just to make sure, we were in the airport, not the main one, but the one that Ryanair goes to, which is the Ciampino, I think, right?
Ciampiano.
And because of that, we actually had to go through the bus to the metro and not the other way around, where usually you go all the way from the metro.
So when we left the airport, we took the bus and we were pretty much on the outskirts. However, we already saw the ancient Roman ruins and it was like this Roman feel.
Right away we saw, like you said, ancient ruins, aqueducts, and other leftovers from the Roman period, which, like you said, right away struck us that we're in Rome.
Yeah, and it was quite nice first impression.
One thing that we both know from this trip is that Rome in general has a lot of ancient ruins left. For us, we're used to having things in like the city center that you go to see, but they're pretty much everywhere. Even like you said, far away from the city center, there were things scattered all around. So once we finally got in the city center, because the metro was going underground, we had no idea what is going on outside. And once we got out of the metro, it was already dark. So we didn't really get to see too much of Rome on our arrival, but we did get to go to our apartment and leave our bags. And even though it was already dark, it was still very warm, which was very nice. And actually it was short sleeve weather. And this actually turned out to be like a calling sign that this whole trip is gonna be pretty warm, because even though it was February, it was cold in Krakow, it was so warm in Rome that we had only sunshine and short sleeves the whole time.
So when we got to our apartment, we found out that we live close to the Vatican City.
Even closer than we expected. Even though we did look on the map, we knew we were gonna be close to the Vatican City, but we didn't know it was gonna be this close. Literally, we were around the corner from the Vatican City.
And now it was time for the food.
And where did we go?
To the pizza, of course.
If you're in Rome, in Italy, what are you gonna eat?
Pizza is your must-have.
And we went for the pizza first thing we did.
Yeah.
We actually went to a very local pizza place, and like many other places in Rome, many of them are very small and more like a takeaway. And this one was in that general idea.
What was the name of the pizza place?
Pizza and Po. And it was actually traditional Italian pizza. It was very cool because we already got to see like all the different ones that are there. You actually pick out which one you want, and then right there they took it, and in a couple minutes we had a freshly made pizza.
And this was like really small pieces of pizza. It was like this.
And it was pretty much made for a single person. So what we did is actually take two different ones, split them in half and try both of them. But the taste of it was definitely something much different than we were used to. It was definitely a very good pizza. Pretty much like all food in Italy, it was great.
And it was the first time we tasted the original Roman pizza. I mean, it was amatriciana or something like that.
Something like that.
It's like taste, I don't know. But it was so good.
Proper Italian pizza. And when we were coming back from the pizza, we actually saw the main buildings in the Vatican City. And that was the point we noticed that we're really, really close to Vatican City. And that is pretty much
our first impression of the Rome.
I think it was definitely a very good first impression.
A very positive one.
and one that I think turned out to be a very good impression. So that's gonna be it for today's video. But before we end this video, a couple things that we wanted to mention very quickly.
First off, if you like the music in this video, check out the Epidemic sound.
It's gonna be linked down below, and if you choose to sign up through that link, you will get 30 days free.
Second off,
Patreon. If you want to support our channel, check out the link down below for our Patreon and our website.
if you choose to become a patron,
Well, there are things coming back your way because we send out monthly postcards from the places that we visit. Some of them bought at the location,
and some of them combined of our photos and with handmade drawings on the back.
and last but not least, if you want to join a travel community,
Check out the Facebook group.
Travel the World.
It's a Facebook travel community.
And if you're into that kind of stuff, we'll see you there. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like
Comment.
and subscribe. We hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and we'll see you next time.